Hey Jeffrey, it's Chris. It's another week, another day. How you doing? Let's see if I can get that. There we go. I've worked on this one I've made this video like 4 times, so I'm going to do the fourth take, and I'm going to try and get this across. You're always talking how you want to do something, contribute something that changes the world, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, maybe I have an idea. I have lots of ideas, numerous ones, and I figured I would share one of my good ones. The idea, it's a theory, it's an idea kind of thing. I really can't. I like the ability to do it, but I think it's pretty sound. In order to kind of grasp it, you need to understand 3 things. The first is an idea presented by I thought it up, but I did research and I found some other guy thought it up a long time ago. His name was Pierre Laplace. He was a French philosopher, astronomer, scientist, physicist, helped develop calculus, that guy. And the idea was called Laplace's demon. It's not really a demon, it's just historians call it that because they don't want to believe in determinism. And the principle of it is pretty much everything that ever will be is based off of everything that is right now. Everything that is times the universal change, whatever. If you understand how the universe functions and add that with what the universe is right now, you can calculate what the universe will be in the next 30 seconds, next minute, next hour, next year, because you'd have the whole data set and the function, whatever the universe is doing, change pretty much, and then you just have the equal sign, and you can calculate for x, which is the future. That's Laplace's demon. He said that if there was an entity that was capable of knowing everything around it, like as it currently is, and knew how the universe works, it could calculate any moment, any second of the past, present, or future. So that's the one concept. That's the Laplace's demon concept. The second concept you probably know about a lot more than me. It's called genetic algorithms. You probably do this stuff in your sleep, knowing you. But I had read in a Wired magazine that a guy had like this little teeny tiny chip, didn't hold a lot, but he plugged into a microphone in his computer, and he had there's like a mother program that will make numerous programs under the parameters that the best program that is capable of understanding the microphone the best, or at least a little bit, it will take those, the top like 2, and then cross them and add in little bits of junk, whatever, and keep doing that, keep crossing and crossing, taking the ones that are better at understanding the microphone. Like at first, none of them did, but over time, over a few days, whatever, I don't know how many generations he went, but eventually he got a program that was like it could decipher the microphone, like it could play the sound off of the microphone, and he didn't program it. It kind of programmed itself, and in programming itself, it used a lot of the nuances and weird bits of the computer, like the chip or whatever, like just the structure of it, But anyways, so he took something and he got, using the parameters through genetic algorithm, he got something that could understand a microphone. Okay, so you have genetic algorithm, you have Laplace's demon. Where I'm going with this is my scientific experiment that I want somebody out in the world to produce, to figure out. Get a white room, a lab grade room, stainless steel, whatever you want. Fill it full of sensors, fill it full of measuring devices, things, fill it with thermometers, barometers, magnetometers, every sensor you can imagine, have all those outputs feeding into a computer so that all the readings are there, and then have a program making, like a genetic algorithm, a program making smaller programs that, with a parameter of predicting what all the outputs will be in 30 seconds, or in however long it takes to regenerate to like cut them all up and make a new generation. Over time, none of them probably will be. They might be basing it off of what it is right now, and they might be off. And you could do anything. You could have a fountain in the White Room and just have it trying to predict where all the little droplets are going to be, what it's going to look like, the shape of the stream, all that kind of stuff. Or you could have like marbles dropping, and it's supposed to predict where the marble will be and temperature, all that stuff. But eventually, hopefully, if the theory's sound, if Laplace's demon is incorrect, if it is correct, and you can predict it over time, theoretically, through trial and error, from a computer doing it thousands and thousands of times, getting better, you might be able to come up with a computer program that can predict the future, 30 seconds, 30 minutes, etc. I don't know. But it might come up with the formula to do it, and that formula is how the universe works. And that's the third component. If you can get that, if that experiment does work, and if it's capable of being done, if it does work, and if somebody's smart enough that they could reverse engineer what it did, you could have. That's pretty much the unified theory, how the universe works. That's the underlying physics that everybody's trying to understand. Why not let a computer do it? I mean, there's physicists around the world. Stephen Hawking's trying to do that stuff. Why not put a supercomputer to it, you know? That's my theory that could potentially change the world. And I call it Laplace's demon, a.k.a. the Phenometer. I like to imagine little handheld devices that could that with their minute sensors could detect little fluctuations coming. You could detect you're going to have a car accident soon based off of all the sensors in your car picking up all the cars around them, and all those cars picking up the cars around them, and running that program can figure out, yeah, there's a car accident coming, you need to do this to change it, you know, or could predict a heart attack, things like that. That's the idea of the Phenometer. So take that, let me know if it's at least, I don't know, like I just went by what I read in Wired magazine about genetic algorithms. Give me feedback on it. I'm guarantee you know a lot more about it than I do. So that's that, and I'll try and post another video about how I'm doing, what's up here, kind of stuff.